Oh boy, this is an exciting morning. This is our second try of having technical difficulties as well as having construction outside. Not sure if the mic is picking it up, but there is a constant. I've been trying to think of it as God's continuous fart. But I am John Halcyon. This is Love Morning. This is an opportunity to share some gratitude and connect and remind ourselves that is a solid baseline for a day. Gratitude and connection, practicing it with some kindness and looking for opportunities to be that version of yourself, showing kindness, compassion, patience for others and you. And when we're doing this right, we start with a song. And if you want to share gratitude, come along. We've got a lot in our hearts that we can share. And if I look down, I'm in my underwear. Well, it's Love Morning, and we are filled with glee. It's Love Morning. Won't you come share with me? Good morning. Yes, I try to make up that song, melody and words each day. Song might be a stretch. It is a ditty. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, George. Yeah, look at all the awesome people already here. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? We're having a little, we're socializing in this place called Hug Nation that is beyond the physical. It does not matter where your feet are. It matters where your heart is. And we can spend time together each morning, 9 o'clock. I'm glad you're here. What are you grateful for? This is a place to share it. I am grateful. I started today. There's a new little mini gym at this complex. So I went to the gym for the first time in years. I mean, I did a little bit of bench exercise, a little bit of tricep, a little bit of pull downs, but that was a big thing for me to hit a gym for the first time. And then I went for a little mini jog and jumped in the ocean. So I'm so grateful for a day of physical activity and connection with the ocean. Even caught a little wave body surfing. So I'm so grateful for that. Good morning, Razor Blade. Good morning, Krista. A song compliment from you touches my heart. Thank you. Good morning, Michael. I am grateful. I had a really fantastic day yesterday. So grateful for an incredible day. I got to start the day with you after going and catching waves in the morning. And then I took my parents' computer in to get repaired. And it always feels good to be able to be of service to them. I worked a bunch on burner prep and uploaded and shared some stuff. So if you are burning bound, check out Instagram account burner prep. Let's see, what else did I do? Lisa and I went to the beach again and jumped in the water. We spent time together there. And then we went in the jacuzzi, and then we made a salad with a cucumber that we grew from our little bitty garden at my condo. So, and we are almost done with the puzzle. Good morning, Thomas. Jennifer is grateful for a rest and relaxation day or a reading railroad day. Nika is grateful for my mini Cali trip. I did yoga 3 days in a row at the park. Oh, beautiful. Good morning, Brent. So if you've been following my puzzle saga, not puggle, I got a hair and decided that, maybe puzzle would be a good idea, and started the puzzle. This is the puzzle. There's a lot of blue. I thought, a lot of details would make it easier. Not necessarily the case. The pieces are so small. Like this is the average piece size. And so I put out all the pieces and start looking for edge pieces. And about 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh, this is way less fun than I thought it was going to be. And I've got full table full of, these pieces, crap everywhere, a mess. And I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to do this. I'm like, don't just put it away instantly. Just maybe take a break and maybe at least show Lisa, see if she's interested. And so I leave it out and I sit down again and I'm like, I can't make any progress. I'm just going so slow, making any progress. And I had the thought, I'm like, you always quit things that are hard at the beginning. Don't do it. Don't quit just for that reason alone. And so kept working at it. And then I'm like, I'm just going to work until we finish the out edges. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to finish it until we do the arc part, because all this blue is insane, and a few hours in, the arc still isn't done. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to finish the arc and the outline. And then Lisa started joining me and we spent hours and hours this weekend working on a puzzle. And it's like, I woke up this morning and put a few pieces in. When I was at the ocean, she put a few pieces in, and now it's like 3 minutes from being done. And so she stopped, and so that I can finish it with her after I'm done broadcasting here. So I am so proud of myself, and it's a total identity reframe. Oh, you can persevere through those moments during challenge when it's not satisfying. You don't have to quit just because it's not fun in the moment, which seems so simple, but that's a hard one for me. I don't play any instruments. I never learned poi. There's so many things that people love and enjoy and bring so much contentment to their lives that I have not had the perseverance to practice. I mean, the word practice to me is something that seems crazy. What do I like to do? I like to turn on the webcam and just start talking. I like to maybe make some notes and then just start talking. I don't like to practice a talk. I don't like to edit. I just like to write, spell check, post, next. So I feel really good about this incredibly on the nose metaphor of a puzzle that I had to persevere through. Of course, look at me. I'm going to finish it today. Sid saying, eating food from your own garden is so rewarding, right? Oh my gosh. Nothing like it. Jason says, I am grateful I had the chance to share part of this life with my brother. Oh my God. Sadly, my brother Eric passed away this morning at 53, losing the battle to chemical dependency. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you can hold on to that gratitude for what you had with him. Good reminder that we will lose everything we love. That is the one guarantee in life. You will lose everything you love. And so treasuring the time. I'm really close with my brother. And around 2 years ago, I was in a place of chemical dependency where I was not suicidal, but I would have not been upset if my choices around drug use resulted in me dying. And I'm just thinking about how hard that would be for my brother.
Holding you, Jason. Oh.
Hey, let's all take a deep breath in together, okay? Let's all think about Jason and his family. Take one more breath together. Sid is grateful for being able to push my body in ways that a year ago seemed impossible. Lost 50 pounds this last year from a new love of being active. The run yesterday left me feeling high on life. Yes! Oh my goodness. What an awesome thing for us all to hear. So many times in life, I know that we feel like things are the way they are. We're stuck this way. We can't change, and we can. It's so hard, but when we see examples like you said, it's helpful. I know myself, like I was eating ice cream every night, and I was not doing any exercise since January when I hurt my shoulder, and I've now been walking or jogging every morning. I've been doing push-ups, every morning, and I feel better. But going from non-activity to activity was so hard, and it's so good to know that you can do it. Razor Blade is grateful to be home with family. Yay! I mean, if it's not clearly obvious from today, treasure those moments with family. I'm grateful that I got to sit down and have a chat with my mom yesterday. I love her so much. I love hugging her. I love talking to her. And she loves me so much that it's just like, it's hard for me to imagine losing her. But I treasure the moments I have with her. Dawn says hugs from Hazy, Utah again. Well, from the way many people have been describing their weather, I think hazy sounds nice. Does that make it cooler? I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. Sid saying that identity reframe is so real. I never would have thought I would be motivated to go out after work and exercise, but now it is my favorite thing to do. Always looking forward to it. That's one of those things, isn't it? Like when you do have the momentum to be exercising, you love it. But when you don't have the momentum, you're like, I cannot imagine exercising right now. And I can't even remember what it feels like when it feels good to exercise. Jason says, I heard a quote the other day that is awesome. When I hold gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days. Nice. There was a meme that I saw yesterday. Let's see if I can. It was a like what to do in dark times, and I was kind of blown away with how. Let's see if I can do it here. I really want to share it because I've been thinking about it a lot. And feel free to share more gratitude if you've got any. All right, here it is. Instructions on living in a broken world. Lean into community. This feels like it's like a manifesto for this. Okay. Lean into community. Seek out love. Applaud the good you see. Keep paying attention. Talk to your neighbors. Dance to the music and embrace art. Look for love and small joys. Take breaks and relish in nourishing your body. Donate what you can. Linger at the dinner table with friends. Check in with your people. Let yourself grieve. Love one another as deeply as you can. The storm is upon us and we must hold on. Don't give up. We're here together. Isn't that good? Dawn says that hazy is air pollution. Oh, well, I hope you're having a good day in spite of it. Nika says, grateful to be here to prepare for the burn and just connect with other love ambassadors. I'm really starting to feel that burn prep vibe. I've got a little art project that I've been working on. That's on my schedule today to make some progress on that. And yeah, as it gets closer, I start to remember how many things I love about being there. When it's far away, all I can remember is being hot and all of the stresses and frustrations, and then I remember these moments of connection. And I'm really looking forward to, like, one of my camp that I'm going to be at. We have a fire pit in front of on the Esplanade, and I'm like, that actually sounds awesome. Like, I don't really like going out to big blinky stuff. But I love it when people come by the camp and get to socialize. I'm like, if we're in Esplanade, I think we'll have a lot of people come by and I can just hang out in front of camp and socialize and tend the fire. So I'm excited about that. Thanks, Nika. Yeah, I love that. Anyone else want to share any more gratitude? Ooh, I've been watercoloring. I want to show you a couple more. I think I've showed you this one. And my epic goat. I think I showed you that already. But I painted, because the puzzle had all these fish on it, I painted a couple fish. And that guy. And that guy. And then another little boing, 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 boing. And I don't know if anyone else has this experience, but I find that a sketchbook gets momentum. Like, I probably have 50 sketchbooks. Some of them, they get a quarter in and I abandon them because they just don't, I'm not producing good ideas or work in it. And so it's like, and the more watered down it gets, the less I'm inspired to, like, make good stuff in it. Whereas this one, it's entirely, except for the first page, which is an idea for a workshop, it's entirely paintings that I think are pretty rad. Paintings and drawings. And so the more I work in it, the more it feels like it's like a stage with an audience. Like, hey, come on, dude, show up, dude, show up. I'm like, okay. It's also exciting because I draw with Sharpie. So, like, I have to commit and just trust that it's going to work out. Ew, Brett. That doesn't sound very pleasant. A sticky blanket. Thank you, Razorblade. Thanks, Sid. Thanks, Jennifer. Brent, I love it when you share this. Always grateful for my amazing full-time love ambassador, my wife, Susan. I love hearing people declare love. I was working on a new Burning Man or burner prep video, and it's about clothing. So I used footage from the pink ride, where I'm kind of like just panning around a bunch of people holding hands, being burners in pink outfits. So as I'm talking, there's just pink outfits going beneath it, and it's cool. I think it's from like 8 years ago or something. So a lot of the people that I'm panning are old friends, and so it's cool seeing. It made me think of it because I saw my friends Dimitri and OT, who are missing the burn for the first time this year because their 5 kids are they've got 1-year-olds. Is that right? 1.5-year-olds, twins. Like, they're going to need to take the year off. But they were in the picture. I think it was pre-kids. Nika saying, me too. I have so many unfinished sketchbooks. I don't think I've filled anything. It just gets to a point where I'm like, it's done. Natasha, good morning from Albuquerque. I'm grateful for my partner and his ex, both trusting me to care for their kiddo with mine. Now that we have blended families. What a gorgeous exploration of modern family life, modern love dynamics. Beautiful. Bravo. Thomas says, grateful for my understanding job that supports me and lets me work from home. Excellent. I don't know about you guys, but I really benefit from a gratitude practice. Good morning, KTV. I had a moment this morning when I was kissing Lisa in the kitchen. And I said, remember yesterday when we went to the beach? And remember yesterday when we did this? Remember yesterday we did this? Those were such amazing moments. And she kisses, we're like kissing in between me saying that. She goes, right now is an amazing moment. It's like, thank you. Yes. Any other gratitudes anyone want to share today? What are you grateful for? Or who do you want to be today? Anything happening today that you want to just say, I am going to be patient for this meeting, or I am going to practice asserting myself on this phone call, or I am going to, anything? I am going to make a few phone calls that I have been putting off. I'm going to try to pick up the phone or send a note and make some progress in areas that I've been slipping. Good evening to you in Taipei. Sweet. I don't think I could find Taipei on a map, but I also couldn't find New York on a map. So I don't think that means that much. But welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome to Love Morning. Anyone else want to share a little gratitude? Natasha says, we are defining family for us. Coming from the perspective of open relationships has really helped us not feel boxed into what should be. Yeah, I am currently not in an open relationship, but I'm so grateful for how much my mind has benefited from the explorations that happen within polyamory and openness and the communication required and the kind of, it really requires an opening up of your headspace beyond yourself. And it requires a communication level. Someone said the most important thing about open relationships is you have to tell people things they don't want to hear. That changed my life, because it's true not just in romantic relationships, it's true in life. Like if you are attached to people never being mad at you, and so you craft the truth in ways that you think they will like it, trust dissolves and it is a disaster. The intimacy, the connection, and any time, not just physical intimacy or emotional intimacy, but like intimacy in partnerships and business. I mean, like if you want to be able to trust someone, you have to be able to tell them that's not going to happen in 2 weeks, or this other person is better at this job than you, so they're going to do it. Like, whoa, who wants to hear that? But I'm not that good at it. Nika says, I'm going to put myself out there for a new job, even though I struggle with confidence. Yeah, think of all of us going, go, 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 go. Oh, thank you for the clarification. Taipei is in Taiwan. Natasha says, we are not actively open either, to be clear. That's what I heard in what you said. But I also told my partner that I technically always want to be in an open relationship, because I understand that I'm a human and she is a human, And there's always been the case with my partners. They've always been with other humans. Follow me here. And human beings sometimes get caught up in moments of weakness, or their mind convinces them that this situation be okay, or there are things that happen, and people do make bad decisions. And I want to be in a relationship where a bad decision, a bad choice can be repaired. Like I want to say, oh wait, I made a decision that hurt you, so let's fix it. That is, to me, that is something that you can work through. But to say I made a promise and then I lied to you, the betrayal of lying and deceit is, I think, harder to mend than infidelity from a place of insensitive bad choice. I don't know if you're following me there. So I want to be in a situation where, like, I can if I want to, and then we deal with the consequences, versus you cannot. And then if you do, the relationship is over. I had many open relationships where I was not actively open. I just appreciated and enjoyed the psychological space of it. Natasha got a job offer. Welcome to Albuquerque. Sid says, I definitely identify with a certain openness. I'm very extroverted and love making connections with others, romantic or platonic. Always good to stay open to those connections. Nice. KTV says, how about if you're being emotionally attached to someone? I felt I'm always the one that makes the initiative to start conversation and always spending money for a date. That's a tough thing with, especially in early courting when you're dating. Unfortunately, if you appear to be too needy, if you want them too much, it scares them away. So it is an unfortunate game of having to kind of like hold your cards to your chest a little bit and really make sure that you establish that you are an autonomous person, and you want to do what you want to do. You're not going to do whatever they want. Do whatever they want. I need you. That's not, you don't want that. You're like, I would like to take you out. Are you available 6 o'clock on Saturday? And I think it's okay to always spending money if you've always got the money, or you just establish it early. I think that's, I guess, a different question about finances. My attitude has generally been like, when I am feeling affluent, I want to pay. If I am feeling in a place where I can't afford to go out a bunch, then I need to tell that to the person and say, hey, I love going out to dinner with you. Things are tight for me right now. So can we do some more picnics? I'd love to do more picnics. Or can we split the bills or something like that? Because I don't think pretending that you are rich when you are not is a good idea. I'm not sure if that's relevant at all. As far as like, this may not be applying what you're saying, but being emotionally attached. One thing you say, attached. Are you familiar with attachment theory? I highly recommend reading up on attachment theory and anxious attachment, secure attachment, avoidant, because reading between the lines, you might be anxious attached, which is kind of codependent. And that is something that does not lead to healthy relationships. So look up attachment theory. Natasha says, what if you just fly your date to your city and put a collar on them at first meeting? Well, that sounds like the greatest story I've ever heard. And I hope someday I get to hear it. Hello, Hope. Oh, we passed the half hour mark. I must be having a good time. Well, I don't know if if Jason is still here, but I just want to open. If you are in a space and you want to talk, let me know. And with that, let's all, man, now my mind's filled with awesome stories and memories. I'm actually in the Solana Beach condo right now, which is probably a little inside baseball. So I will drop that. But wherever you are, let's take that down. Let's give ourselves a big hug. And, oh, you know what? I'm going to pause this. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell us one more story after the hug. So hold on after the story. Okay, so give yourself a hug. Feel all the people in this room connecting, sending out love and compassion to Jason and his family, reminding ourselves that the connections are precious, to make sure to be present today so that the connections that we do have, we are there for them. We treasure the moments. We know that, as we've seen examples of today, change is possible. And so let's be compassionate to ourselves. Let's be patient with ourselves, but also let's challenge ourselves and maybe make an action that's hard today that will be a little easier tomorrow, and a little easier than that the day after that. Let's feel supported by everyone here and everyone who's ever been in the space of Hug Nation and Love Morning, and take a deep breath in and squeeze one another. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you Love Ambassadors, thanks for being here for Love Morning. Hello, Hope and Matthew. Okay, I have this one last story, which is, so this year I'm camping with Burners Without Borders at Burning Man. And so in my application, they said, anything else you want to know about, that we should know about you? And I said, well, in the year of Katrina, which is the year that Burners Without Borders was formed, Burners went to, I told the story, they went to Katrina just as Burners. And the way at the same year, and you can out yourself if you want, but I worked with a partner to do a adult-based pornographic fundraiser where adult, like webcam girls and porn stars, all had sex in front of their webcams at the same time and recorded it. And then they all sent me the footage, and we edited it into a high vibe erotic experience where everyone donated their stuff. So there was no oppression. There was no one being manipulated. All of the content people donated their sexuality, and we sold it to raise money for Katrina. And then no one would take our money. We wanted to give it to Habitat for Humanity, and they said, no, it's dirty. And so we heard about the Burners Without Borders before they were called that. And we said, can we send you our money? And they said, yeah, we're funneling it right now. We're connected to a Buddhist temple. So you can send money to the Buddhist temple, and then we will get it so that we can do our work here in, for all the breaking down the buildings that were rotted and stuff. So, and then they incorporated it into Burners Without Borders. But so we were able to, so part of my history with Burners Without Borders was donating to them before they even called it. So I was feeling pretty OG. Yes, that was Natasha. Natasha and I did that project. It was called Pink Aid. Natasha says, I am a sexual superhero as well as a love ambassador. Indeed, you are. Good morning, Eddie. Thank you, Razorblade. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. I love you.